Hi, so today I'm going to be taking a look at my Evil Wreckoning build. So if you've seen my previous video, you'll know that this is an extra large frame. I also want to say the wheels that are on this are just temporary ones at the moment, as I'm waiting for my Industry 9 ones to turn up. But what I'll do is I'll start at the front of the bike, work my way back, and just show you all the things that I've used. So in a bit closer here, I'll start with the tyres. I'm using some specialised Hillbillies. These are 29 2.3 tyres in the grid casing, in a tubeless version. These are pretty decent tyres. I've been enjoying them. They're basically a cut down mud spike tyre, so they're fairly narrow. They're sort of like a Maxxis Shorty, not quite as aggressive as that, but still pretty decent. I'd say they're pretty decent on most things, apart from hard pack sort of trail centres. They tend to sort of give way on the sides because it's quite an angled tread. I'll see if I can show you what I mean. It comes out fairly square, so it doesn't roll as well as some other tyres. If you're riding more hard pack, obviously you'd want a different tyre than this, but as a mud tyre it's pretty damn good. And I'm using the Fox 36. This is the RC2 2017 version in 160mm with a 15mm axle. And I'm using a Hope 200mm floating rotor paired with a SRAM Guide Ultimate in black. Move up to the top here, you can see the Ultimate levers here. And I'm using the ODI Elite Pro, I think is what they're called. I've used the Flow version, which you can see here, but has a pattern underneath and then a pattern on the top, but the Flow just has the pattern underneath. These are quite nice because it keeps the grip quite thin, but puts the pad in where you need it. I'm using a Raceface 6 800mm bar. I've not cut this down, so quite like the size of it. It's using the FSA headset, which comes with the frame. Put it in there, and it's a Raceface turbine 35mm stem I'm using with the Evil top cap, and I've got the reverb mounted upside down, best way to run it. And moving on to the frame, got a Fox X2 shock. This is the non-lever version, just a standard one. I don't really find much benefit to the lever for my type of riding, but if you're doing a lot of climbing, I'm sure it would come in handy. And then on the bottom here I'm using a Rock Guard's carbon fibre protector, just to help for rock strikes. It does come with a protector. If you've seen my previous video of the frame, it's got like a rubber guard already built in, but I prefer the extra protection. And then I'm using some HT Components X2 pedals, which is my favourite clipless pedals. Obviously not everyone likes clipless pedals, but I really prefer them. I'm using 170mm Raceface 6 cranks paired with a 1-up Components oval chainring in the boost sizing. It's a 32 chain ring, and then we've got the built-in chain guide. I'm running Hope 30mm bottom bracket. Let's move on up. I've got a RockShox reverb. This is the 170mm version in 34.9. One thing I will note with the frame is you are limited by the amount of space you've got in the tube, because the cable comes down and then up through the top tube, and the 170 is quite long, so I don't know if you can see how far that is protruding, but that's pretty much it at maximum. It can go a little bit in, but not much more. So if you like to have your seat lower than that, you're going to have to get a post with a smaller smaller length of cable inside the frame. And then the saddle I'm using is a SDG circuit saddle in blue. It's my favourite saddle. Some people don't like it because there's not much padding on it, and it is pretty stiff. But I like it because it's quite small, and I find it quite comfortable. Nice cut out on the back for if you get any tyres getting in the way. And then on the back rotor, I've got a 180mm, again paired with the SRAM Guide Ultimate. And the drivetrain is the SRAM Eagle X01. This is the 10 to 50 tooth cassette. This is the XX1 black chain, which you can see is sort of going silver as they always do, but quite a nice chain. And then it's paired with the X01 mech. You can see that. Now, one of the things that I didn't really know about the X01, but I'll show you, it's my favourite thing on it. It's that you can backpedal when you're in the biggest chainring and it doesn't come off. If you've had an 11 speed or a wide spaced 10 speed, you'll know how annoying it is when you backpedal and it just drops the chain. So I think that's pretty much everything. Oh, I forgot to mention I'm running 2 spacers on my stem. I know a lot of people like to have it really short, but I'm fairly tall at 6'3", and I like to have it about 40mm up. It's a 20mm rise bar, and then I've got 20mm spacers. I don't like the look of 40mm bars, so I prefer the spacers. It's just the way I like to ride the bike. It's my preference. So anyway, that's just a quick overview of my Evil Wreckoning frame. I'll just give you a couple of thoughts about my experiences with the bike. I'll start with the sizing of it. It's a really long bike. So I'd definitely try one out if you can before buying one, and make sure the sizing's right. The sizing is perfect for me. So say I'm pretty tall, and I've always struggled to find a frame that's long enough for me. This one fits me perfectly. The frame is also fairly beefy, and the tubing is fairly overbuilt, and it's quite a heavy bike. I think this build comes in about 33 pounds, but I'm not bothered because I quite like my bike to be fairly weighty, and I like it. I'd rather it be stronger than lightweight. I'm not really looking to climb any hills at any sort of speed. I'm more concerned about the fun going down. And as it goes with the frame, I really like the way the frame handles, the way it rides. It is basically just a single pivot with an actuated link in the middle, as you can see. I didn't mention before, but I've said on the previous video, you can change the linkage, make it lower if you want. The bottom bracket is pretty damn low as it is. If you put it in the extra low, you're just going to be clipping pedals all the time if you're going to be pedaling it. So it's pretty much bike park only if you want to run it in extra low, or somewhere where you're just going down. I'm just running it in the low setting. Overall, I really like the bike. As if you've been watching my videos, you'll know I've had a Santa Cruz Nomad. I really did like that bike. The only problem I ever had with it was the fact that it was too short. Santa Cruz are always doing that with their frames. They're always too short. The bikes are amazing, really, but if they could just make them a bit longer. But see, that's just my thoughts about this bike. If you've got any comments or questions, anything you want to know about the bike, if you'd like to see me riding it, or you'd like to see it doing anything particular, or if you've got any questions about the frame, just let me know in the comments below. And thumbs up are always appreciated. And thanks again for watching.